I went, Di, what are you doing?
I'm going to the doctor's next Monday. See if I can get another injection in my other knee to help me with me.
Did you manage to get their appointment all right? Because it's a bit crap, isn't it, trying to get into our doctors?
It's all right with hours. If you ring.
What, at daft o'clock on the morning?
Well, if you ring at 8 o'clock on the morning, you can usually get an appointment the same day.
Yeah.
Where I rang about 9 o'clock because I didn't want to go today anyway. So.
All right.
So
I wonder what we're watching today, girls, eh? I hope it's something fun.
Yeah, we need something after all the doom and gloom.
That's all there is, doom and gloom. Aye. What were you up to last night, Halloween?
I was at Key Fit class.
Did you dress up at Keep Fit? How do you do Keep Fit then when you dressed up? Was it a daft leotard or was it all right?
Oh no, I don't do daft leotards.
Oh, what was that, the 80s?
In a perfect world, in a perfect world, in a perfect world.
Oh, benefit cap changes, autumn 2016. Let's see what this is all about, eh? Oh, benefit cap changes.
The new benefit cap limit. Are you aware and prepared?
Are we
How
aware?
can you get about
The
it?
government has announced changes to the limit on the total amount
And I
of
bet they're not
benefits
putting them up.
people of working age can receive.
Aye.
No, I'll
Let's
be
see.
one night down.
From autumn 2016, the benefit cap will be set at, all figures have been rounded to the nearest pound, £385 per week for single parents whose children live with them and couples with or without children.
Well, that sounds quite a lot of money, really, doesn't it? Do you think?
Yeah.
£258 per week for single people without children or whose children do not live with them. This could mean a really big change to your household income.
So is it going up?
For single people without children, the loss is up to £93 per week compared to the previous limit.
The loss.
Is up to £93 per week.
Why didn't we not guess that?
And for couples or single parents, it means a loss of up to £116 per week. If you are affected, it will be your housing benefit or universal credit which is reduced. So you could find your housing benefit no longer pays for all of your rent. You need to start thinking about how you could pay the difference.
Well, how can you if you haven't got enough to pay anyhow?
Yeah.
Because if you don't pay any shortfall, you could lose your home. You will be exempt from the cap if you receive certain benefits. See our website for details.
So the exemption.
The Department for Work and Pensions will write to you if you are going to be affected by the benefit cap.
Right.
Well, I haven't had a
Are
lot.
they going to tell you what to do then?
For more information about the cap, please visit our website www.waterloo.org.uk/benefit cap.
So the government are now going to cut benefits to people who are already struggling to get by, right?
Yeah.
So it's another restriction of income, isn't it? And I know, to be fair, I have read about this, and what they're saying is it's why they're doing it. It's to create fairness between those that are in work and those that are out of work, because what's happening is people in work are saying, well, why is it fair that people on benefits get more than us? That's how they see it. I'm not saying that's true, but that's how they see it. But what they're forgetting is that people in work are getting crap, shitty wages, and they're not questioning the fact that they're getting the crap wages, they're questioning the fact that somebody else is having a benefit entitlement. And what they're not saying as well is, I don't know if you know this, but the government, they had figures this year that puts the tax gap, you know what I mean, that's what is owed and what is actually collected, at £34 billion. Why don't they attack the people who are richer?
Yeah.
Those that are richer and those that are getting away paying the tax, instead of those who are on benefits or entitlements who don't have enough to get by.
Well, it's just going to be murder, isn't it, really? For a lot of people, the workhouses are going to be coming back.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what the government want, eh? A workhouse that costs whatever to run, and I don't know, maybe they think that's what's going to save them. And also what they don't tell you is the cutting benefits But the majority of the benefit, 42% of it goes on pensions, and rightly so, because I do think we should be looking after our old generation. Do you know how much is actually spent on unemployment benefits?
Wow.
No.
1%, that's it. And 10% is spent on housing benefits. That's it. That's all of the welfare budget.
So where's all the rest going?
The rest is going, like I said, to pensions, to some to incapacity and whatever, but 1% to unemployment and 10% to housing benefits.
That's just not right. They're going to kill a lot more people.
Well, how many referrals do we already get to food banks?
Well, you've got to get a lot more, so there'd better be a lot more coming, and not just the free and all. Yeah.
I know.
Because it's just going to kill people, this.
So, I've started to, there was, you know, where they have these daft quotes from these DWP or government officials, and it says, our welfare reforms are incentivising work. Do you agree with that?
No, because there's hardly any jobs out there anywhere.
No.
The jobs
I mean, some people, if they apply for a job, and they say, do you have any illnesses? As soon as you put that down, they don't want to know.
Yeah.
And that's, they're not allowed to do that.
But they won't say that's why you didn't get the job, though.
Yeah.
No.
Not at all.
No.
I mean, you tell us about how many hours do you get each week?
Barely nothing now, because they're cutting back our nursery. They're asking the permanent staff to cut their hours.
So can you be guaranteed?
Struggling. No, I'm not guaranteed.
No, you're not guaranteed work next week. So how do you manage then to pay your rent or whatever if you had to, or your gas, your electric, you buy your food and your shopping?
It's just all this casual labour, and there's no what's the word?
You're a hard-working citizen of Stockton, aren't you?
Yes, I am, yeah.
You don't just rely on benefits, do you?
No.
Do you know this benefit cap as well? I don't know if you read the Gazette, but in Middlesbrough they talked about, I don't know, say about 500 families are going to be affected by it with regards to paying their rent. And for some of them families, the quoted figure, I can't remember what it is, so some of the families who were getting, say, I don't know, the full housing benefit allowance, so they were getting the rent paid for due to their low income. Now do you know how much help they're going to get for their housing benefit?
Nothing.
50 pence.
50 pence, where's that going to go?
I don't even know how they work. Well, I know how they work it out because they've told you how they work it out. But why give someone 50% so you have to find the rest of your housing?
And it's like if your house costs us 90 quid and you...
£89.50 then you're going to have to find?
Yeah, so like how are you supposed to get your gas, your electric, your food? You know?
So there's going to be people who not putting heating on?
Well, I don't even know how they're going to pay the rent, because the rent then, if you get, I don't know, job seekers, or I don't know which category, which person this was affected, but say that would wipe out your GSA, wouldn't it? It would wipe out your income support, would wipe out ESA, or your PIP or whatever. It would wipe that out, so then how do you then buy food?
Well, just for instance, I got 170, so my full rent I would have to pay 98. I will have to pay that.
Yeah.
And there'd be not left for the gas. Well, I would have to put gas in, electric, and that'd be it.
You'd have no money for food?
No.
No money, like, entitlements?
I mean, I don't even I don't go out anywhere, because I can't afford to. No.
And then what does that do to you, that you can't go, you know, do you feel isolated because you can't?
The only place I go out to, and that's on at my friends on a Saturday, and we just sit and watch telly, but that is it.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be able to participate in life, that's the whole idea. It's not just to exist, it's to actually be able to live. I mean, Joseph Rowntree Foundation have done lots of reports, and they've just done a new one about minimum income standards. Now they're setting their income standards as far higher than what a benefit entitlement is, and that's just to live what you would say an average life that enables you to have pay your bills, have a little bit of cushion in case something goes wrong, say your washer breaks, and maybe have a holiday. We're not talking going to the Caribbean, we're talking just having a week away.
Oh, I think the last time I had an holiday from young one was about 7. She's 24 now. That was my last holiday.
And that's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he had to get the car up because we couldn't afford the car anymore.
The thing is, people are going to get more and more depressed. They're going to end up with a lot of mental health issues. So that's going to exclude them from a lot of things.
Well, policies are implemented as it's a deliberate attack on people who are already struggling to get by. But that's quite clear. It's not an attack on privileged people.
No,
Theresa
it
May
isn't.
talking about we're all in this together.
Well,
Policies
she's
are
not
designed, policies are designed to benefit everybody in society, not just the rich few. That's what she's saying. She's our new Prime Minister. What would your message be to Theresa May then?
I wouldn't like to say.
Yeah.
Come and live in our community, and I mean live and work and get by without
Yeah.
any of your privileges,
Yeah.
and look at how the policies that are implemented by
But
a
they have
Tory
done
government.
that. Well,
But they've done it
pretend-
tokenistic,
We
haven't they?
used to do
they're
that for a week.
pretending to live on the social for
They
a week.
couldn't
They
do it.
couldn't.
Tell them to do for a year,
Yeah.
a full year, living here without all of the privileges that they're associated with, right?
Yeah.
So they can't then articulate themselves at the job centre when the job centre saying you've got to apply for X amount of jobs or you're not doing enough to do this. You can't articulate you've got a concern because you haven't been able to pay your housing rent that week.
Or your council tax
Yeah.
or the water rate.
So you don't bring in the fact that you know how to get a lawyer and a this and a that and a good solicitor. Do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and live
Yeah.
amongst us
Yeah.
That's it.
and see how long you will last.
Well, it wouldn't last with because they wouldn't have the bloody, I don't know.
Take the credit cards off them, cut them up to make sure that they can. Oh, I'll take an extra 20.
The mobile phone contract, you
Yeah.
know. The
Do what
access
we
to the
have
internet.
to do every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The low paid jobs. But there's no jobs out there.
Well, they can have one of them low-paid casual jobs. They can swap,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
swap places.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll swap places with them.